Hi, welcome to another episode of Understand Nation, where we have another jam-packed week of some lit releases. Oh my goodness.
It's been way too many.
It's been hard to keep up. My goodness.
Well, we had 20 choices out of our list before we even started, okay?
Oh man. Yeah, we couldn't even...
Yeah, it was a nuts week.
It was a bloody battle for the three of us to isolate down what we're going to talk about for the episode.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
By the way, speaking of nuts, just gotta put that out there.
If you have not tried it yet, what are you doing with your life?
For real. Thank you to our sponsor that doesn't actually sponsor us, Gillen Honey Butter Mixed Nuts.
It's sponsoring our life. We don't get money for it, and they don't even know that we exist, but they're sponsoring our lives.
Yes.
All
All right.
What a week.
So, for our first MV of the episode, this is a group that I've been waiting for, and they're one of my favorite new groups. Nature, back with girls. So, this song, the music video itself actually got banned by Mnet, right?
Yep. Yep. The music video ended up getting banned by Mnet because of what they say, violent scenes.
Yeah, some violent scenes and themes throughout. So other groups are like, first time.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Blackpink.
Some certain groups are just like, yeah, welcome to the party.
So, Nick, what is this sound? And why do I love it so much?
So this sound is very it has slight EDM features.
Okay.
But it also has a lot of like kind of Moombahton hidden undertones.
I was going to bring that up.
So it has a very Latin feel in the undertones. But
especially throughout the chorus.
Yeah, they've kind of went over that with kind of a Europop kind of synthwave kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's an amazing fusion with this song. And it wasn't what I was expecting, because with Nature, when I first got into them, they had released Some at the time, which is one of the more bright, cutesy songs, as girl groups tend to start off with. And you kind of saw them progress last year through other themes, and this was not expecting it at all, and I love it.
Right.
It feels like a very large divergent from like the style of music and the style of the theme of the music video, because this very much seems like a harsher music video.
Oh yeah. It's got a horror theme going on with the music video.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horror imagery, especially with like the dilapidated bathtubs that they were sitting in,
right?
Scissors hanging by strings in rooms and whatnot. Which, when you look at the lyrics of the song, it's so the song's talking about a girl in love, right? Which it'll make you think of bright, fluffy imagery, but it's more thinking along the lines of an unrequited love. Girls being kind of like led on and then almost turning obsessive, and how it's like kind of twisting her up inside. So that is where the imagery ties into the lyrics of the song, and the musical accompaniment. With that fusion, right, that we have going on that you talked about, Nick, it really does kind of sell the feel of that song.
Right. Yeah.
So,
it works very well because when you have a clash of styles like this, it can invoke a kind of scary feeling because you're conflicted.
Yes.
It's very much like if you've ever played a piano, if you just press two keys on the piano that are like right next to each other, it clashes. And that word is called dissonance.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And so that word is called dissonance, and when you have dissonance in a song, that's when it gets very that kind of creepy kind of feeling, especially when it's a slower kind of dissonance, which this can be, especially in the verses. It gets slower.
Yep. So one thing too that I picked up on, you guys remember from Twice's last release, right, where I talked about how they have like that childish chant sampled throughout their song. So in here, in parts of the song, they also have that kind of childish chant sampled through. However, they tweaked it, so it sounds like it's a far off, distant, echoey, hollow sound. So it's kind of like, and it kind of brings back to like where she's talking about, where they're talking about that kind of feeling of being a child, but it's so distant, and because they've been twisted up inside so much because of this unrequited love that they're turning obsessive. Like it really just adds to like that distance you're talking about. That with the horror concept of the video, like it's such an experience, man. I love it. Like to you as the viewer, it's just like, all right, I don't want to get stabbed, so let me just love these girls, and they deserve love, to be honest. So
they very much deserve the love. But I question how you worded that. It's like, love them because you fear them.
It is intentional. It is entirely intentional. All right. It is intentional.
But yeah, no, the imagery is like almost a well, I wouldn't say almost. It is a psychotic kind of imagery.
Yes.
Like with the hanging stuffed animals, the like ribbons, cloth, choking.
The one scene that got deleted, where they're stabbing the teddy bear.
Right.
With this, that got deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the imagery with all the red and whatnot to kind of represent blood.
Red, the black.
Right. It was very well done, almost as to like, especially against the white cloth. You see strings and whatnot, yarn, probably better wood, to basically represent blood. And it's like the breakdown of the purity, the breakdown of the mentality, the breakdown of, because love is very much from a societal standpoint, it is a beautiful concept, but at some point it can be twisted, it can be manipulated into imagery like that. And
it's like that phrase, there's a thin line between love and hate, right? And wow, so you mentioned purity. That's something I forgot to bring up too. If you know, like you saw throughout the video, they're dressed in white. They have more natural makeup. They don't even have their nails painted.
Right.
The nails, like, so it kind of gives like the more pure image of the girls. But then set to the backdrop of these scenes and their actions throughout these scenes, and even in their choreography, you can kind of see like that transformation of being tainted.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's probably the better word. Tainted love.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know, like, Nick, what else like did you get out of the video?
Well, a lot of what I got out of the video is the obviously the horror concept, but there are underlying concepts that are meant to kind of go along with it, such as the fact that like, obviously the concept is intriguing, you want to know more, but it's also a very much a mysterious type of concept.
Yeah.
Whereas they show you, it's almost like they show you exactly what they want to show you and nothing more.
Right, but there's like stuff below the surface that they're not showing. Yep.
There's a lot of implied things in this video that really gives it that kind of mysterious kind of vibe, I guess. And I found that really interesting.
Yeah, and that is a key understated feature of the horror concept, because part of what makes it so scary is you just don't like is the what you don't know, right?
Right.
Like when you play a scary game, like, oh my goodness, by the way, I'm a big wuss at those type of games. So
yeah, so the great thing about horror concepts, especially music, is that the way you work it, the way a lot of horror concepts work, is your curiosity is what gets you. You battle yourself the entire way through a horror concept, be it a movie, a game, music, whatever. You battle yourself, because if you're playing a horror game, you're curious. You're curious about the ending of the game. You're curious about what exactly, might be chasing you.
But you're trying to keep alive.
But you're trying to keep alive. And
yeah.
that's why all those are so intriguing, like we talked about. And that's all generated by the mysteriousness. Is it uses your own curiosity against you. And nature does that very well here. Even in the music. Mm-hmm. The music in itself has so many layers to it. You have to kind of like peel it back, almost like an onion. You have to kind of peel it back just to kind of understand what's going on in the music. And that intriguingness is where you find the dissonance. It's where you find the triads, stuff like that.
Yeah, they've had some amazing effects put into where they have like the echoing, fading effect to kind of help sell that feeling of that fleeting feel. Like,
actually, that also has a double use that might not have been intended, but it definitely is great. So it gives it that feeling, right? But also something you don't notice is it also really opens up the soundstage. And it makes it feel really open.
Because they made a great use of the soundstage, and they also made great use of the dynamic range too. And this is a compressed, like in these music videos, it's compressed music.
Yep.
So I could only imagine, like, if it was an uncompressed song, like the full quality song, like how much more impactful those sounds would be. Like it's a really engrossing song.
Yeah, because you even see sometimes, especially with compressed music, is some sounds are just lost, like they just don't come through.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be really intriguing to hear like a FLAC version, and I think the way we do that is we get the album. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you already know I'm getting the album.
Yeah, there it is.
Can I say?
I can't talk about it. Like, what's up?
Can I say something? I hate you, Nick, because the moment you said peel back like an onion, I picture Shrek peeling back an onion of nature, and that's been playing in my head the entire time since you've said it.
But you know, it that kind of works because in Shrek, Fiona, she's the beautiful princess, but at night she turns into a ogre.
Yeah.
Right?
But again, I'm still picturing Shrek. So, if nature ever does a performance version, please wear Shrek Kigurumi.
Oh no.
It's just a crossover that I don't want.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine the memes though. Imagine the memes.
Oh man.
You know what I also find crazy about this MV is that it actually is streamed. It's getting a lot more streams on Nature's official channel, rather than actually on the Stone Music channel, which is usually backwards.
Yeah. It's normally backwards.
On the Stone Music channel, it has 374,000 views right now. On the Nature channel, it has 2.5 million.
Nice.
Which is still not enough. Like, they need more.
Which is still not enough. But I think that's actually a lot more than their last song, right?
I think so.
Maybe.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Nature's one of those groups that are slowly blowing up.
And then this is with YouTube's current algorithm too.
Yeah, this is with YouTube's current algorithm. If you don't know, YouTube makes it so you can only generate a view every 24 hours on your computer.
IP.
On the same IP.
Yep.
So
shall we move it on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, Nick, you want to take us into this next artist that I have been looking forward to for a long time?
I will. So this is a Stone Live version of a song that actually released. Here it comes. A song that actually released last week that we did not talk about.
What? It was last week?
Yeah. So the actual MV was last week.
Oh.
And we both of us missed it, which is very rare for both of us to miss something like that. But anyway, this is Hyunsang with Hyunsang Nostalgia featuring Rohan.
Can I just say that opening was amazing?
Oh, this entire song is amazing.
Oh man. Oh man, even Aura loves it.
Whoa, that's how you know it's good.
Ow! Why wouldn't I?
You don't like K-pop. Okay, you kind of threw yourself into that one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I put you. I threw you under the bus, but you were already halfway under. Like, I just pushed you. But oh my god, this song is so good.
I like the way they have like that kind of hip hop and light rock fusion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's barely light rock, it's primarily just through the guitar.
Right.
But the guitar just added so much to it, even though it's simple.
Right.
What I think, so like in the instrumentation, there's always like a like instrument that if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be the same song, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
There's always that key focal instrument. And for me, in my opinion, there's a muted guitar in the back where someone's just palm muting the guitar. If that wasn't there, I think this song would be a very different song. I really, really like that palm muted guitar.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite sounds in music. You know, like synths are cool, bass is cool, but a palm muted guitar just has a sound that you can't really create, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't really recreate it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. And his vocal delivery again. It's just because with his last song from last year, you know, us with his very heartfelt vocal delivery, like you would think that he was actually like crying right as he was singing that song, and then here just seeing him singing this song, like wow, like he's probably one of my favorite male vocalists.
This also is a great song for me because this style was really popular when I was still listening to American pop.
Okay.
Because I really liked this kind of style, this kind of chill vibe kind of style.
Yeah.
And so I really liked this kind of chill vibe. And then we went into more hip hop focus, and that's when I kind of fell out of it. But this kind of brings back a lot for me. There's an artist I still listen to. He's that still makes music in English and music in the US. His name's Eden, and he has a very kind of some of his songs have a very similar style to this.
Okay.
So this really resonated with me, especially because, like, you know, it's Hyunsang, and you know, I'm already invested in Hyunsang, but like also it's just a musical style that like really represents, like, okay, this is when I liked, you know, American music before it made a switch.
Right.
Yeah, and when Rohan came in, like it really helped like push along that momentum of the song. Like,
Yeah,
I loved his delivery.
I thought I was not gonna like Rohan coming in here.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I was the same way too. It's like, it's Hyunsang, like you don't need anyone else. that was my attitude.
It was very much like, I don't know how a rapper is gonna do, because someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Rohan from School Rapper, I think.
Oh,
I'm not sure, but that's the only Rohan I know. And if that is the same Rohan, then yeah, I already knew who he was. And so that's why I was kind of like, I don't know how a rapper's gonna be like on this track, because it's a very chill vibe sing song track.
yeah.
But I really liked it.
I think through that, there was like a bit of a, you know, that hip hop, feel right of the musical accompaniment, and I think that kind of helped with the implementation.
Yeah. Rohan. So, I will preface this beforehand. I do not know either of these. Hyunsang and Rohan. I do not know either of these artists. So that's going to tell you something. But Rohan actually reminded me of a Japanese hip hop artist, Rude Alpha. The style and delivery of how his musical style went, and I think that worked very well into this song.
Yep.
So, yeah. Again, I don't know either of these artists, but I honestly do really like Hyunsang and Rohan's Nostalgia song. And then I also haven't watched the music video yet. Nick said that he did watch the music video. Which one did you prefer?
I prefer the live. The live has different elements in it, and the the MV is a little more synthesized.
Okay.
It's not like terribly synthesized.
Okay.
It's just a little more synthesized. Obviously this being recorded live.
Right.
So I prefer this version more because it has a more open soundstage, more acoustic kind of feel. The other one is not bad. It's really good. Definitely go check it out. But
yeah, I think it does a lot too when you're able to see his expression as he's delivering his
right,
vocals.
right.
And
I agree.
by the way, his hair makes him look a lot younger compared to
yeah, it does.
compared to what we saw last year.
Yeah.
So, like, it makes him look like he's back in high school or even middle school.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Not saying it's bad. Like, it's cool. I like the hair. But just saying, it's like,
Yeah, I did not
him.
recognize that was Hyunsang at first. I was like, wait, is that is?
Yeah. So
I thought it was like another singer or something. I was like, who is that? That's old.
All right. Did you have anything else you want to tack on to this piece before we move it on?
No, it honestly just listen to both the music video and the live version. They'll absolutely. From what Nick said, the music video is just as awesome, but you know, the live just kind of out notches it a bit.
So
for our preferences, anyways. For
Yeah,
our preferences.
yeah.
So.
And definitely go come back here and like let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Because I would really like to know what you guys prefer. So with that, I think it's about time to move on. Jihoon, you want to get into this one?
I don't know. Aura, did you want to pick this one up?
I mean, sure. So, anybody who was a fan of IOI, you know, the group broke up and the members went their separate ways. This is one of the groups that has some of those members, Weki Meki, and their newest release, OOPSY. So, I like this. I definitely.
That's a great start, by the way. That's a great start.
I don't know what I like about this song. It's got this whole. It's not exactly the femme fatale feel. It's that like it's not sexy. It's that mature feeling, almost like a mystique about this.
Okay.
Comeback.
Yeah, I mean
I can tell you exactly what you like about this.
Good.
I'm gonna wait on that. So yeah, go for it, Nick. What you got?
This is written with the same formula as Twice's songs. Yep, it's the exact same formula.
Is it?
Like, I'm not saying they ripped it off, but it's a very, very, very similar formula. This is what you would find in 2018 Twice.
Okay.
Maybe early 2019 Twice. This is very Twice.
Okay.
I will say for the song, I wasn't expecting how the chorus went more of like a kind of a funk style chorus or funk inspired versus because I was expecting more to go in the direction of like kind of like more of how house does the choruses. So that like it really surprised me. Like I was actually like, wait, that chorus didn't go the way I thought it would. So I don't know if you could expand on that, Nick. And tell us more about this musical style.
So this music style is very I don't know how to put it. So there's a concept that's very well known as cute and innocent, right?
Yeah.
So but when you remove the innocence part of the cute and you add in a more kind of mature kind of vibe, this is what you end up with. And that's where you might have been saying like, oh yeah, this went a completely different course than I was expecting, is because when you hear that kind of cute innocent opening, you expect the entire song to be, you know, kind of cute and innocent. Just a note, pure and innocent and cute and innocent, very different concepts. Do not get them confused. Pure and innocent, very G-friend.
G-friend, yep.
Cute and innocent is very like debut Twice.
Twice, especially like around the LiQWYD and TT era.
Yeah, definitely. So very different concepts there, but a lot of people get them confused. So if you did, don't worry about it. but they took that out and made it more mature because obviously, you know, WEMI is a older group, right? You know, they've been around for a little while. They can't be doing like debut concepts anymore.
Right.
I mean, don't tell that to Daya.
I mean, Daya's not doing anything right now to survive. But
yeah,
I didn't say nothing.
WEMI, it's fine. I'm the new good one here. So, but WEMI, you know, they're an established group. They've been around for quite a while. They can't be doing debut concepts anymore, and so that's the reason that they're doing this kind of more mature, but still cutesy vibe.
Right.
If you do it's a very fine balance because if you do too mature, it becomes more of a kind of stellar vibe. But if you do too cute,
man, stellar.
Yeah, I know that's. But if you do too cute, then it becomes WJSN, that kind of oh my girl, that kind of ethereal vibe.
Yep. Okay.
So it's like right in the middle is where they're kind of placed, and that's what gives it this kind of feel. That's why it's throwing everybody for a loop.
And
when the
I think another thing too is just the way the opening had set you up, because the opening was very similar to Picky Picky. So very it was executed in a very similar way.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the same thing too.
I remember I was on Twitter and I heard people talking about it and they were like, "Oh, I thought this was gonna be Picky Picky Part 2 at the beginning."
Yeah, same.
But obviously it's really different.
No, yeah. But they did sample that throughout the song, which it's even though it's a very different song, it kind of helps bridge that continuity of their sound over their past few releases. So I mean, it's great that Weki is being active again, because like they went a long time between 2018's Crush and then I think it was Picky Picky last year. Late last year, so it was almost. I think it was over a year between the releases. So
has it? Wow.
And now they've had 3 releases in what?
They're back.
8 months, 9 months. So
yeah,
it's great. Aura, why don't you go ahead and take us into this video?
I mean, it's not a very complicated video. It's there's that very the black, I talked about it earlier, where it's that whole almost femme fatale, but not like sexy femme fatale kind of feel. But then there's the white, where it's more glamorous. It's where they do use that lighter lighting, the filter, the soft filter, to not make it ethereal, but make it so they are more glamorous. Because you notice that their jewelry, they shine more. So like
you got the haloing effect around
exactly. Exactly. These girls are they're jewels in the rough, and well, they're absolutely jewels. And one, they do look absolutely gorgeous in these outfits. But it's not that it was a very complicated music video. I couldn't find a story among the music video. I did try, but there wasn't much to it. I think I preferred the song more than the music video for this release.
Wow, I think that's the first time I've heard of that from you.
There's been a few that I haven't said anything where I do prefer the song over the music video, but it's happened quite a few times.
Okay, is that more recently or just sporadic?
Throughout this entire run of ever since we started our podcast, I just don't talk about it.
Okay.
But I think it's the more I've gotten to talk about music videos and whatnot, and the more influence I've gotten from you and Nick, and getting better understanding. It's been happening more and more, but I still watch it as an overall experience.
Right.
For this, I do very much appreciate the music side of the music video more than the music video, because there's not so much to talk about it.
Right. Okay, and I thought that was just me because I I only just watched this music video before we started recording, and so I haven't had a whole lot of time to digest this release over the course of this week. And yeah, like I remember, you know, I think you guys saw my reaction. Like I like the song, I did. I really like the song, but I couldn't remember too much about the music video. Like everything you said, like I can agree with that, and it just didn't really pop out to me.
Yeah, no.
As far as the video,
I'd say, at least with Weki Meki, it's very not much the focus of their music videos is. It's very much more on the music themselves rather than the music video. I've seen a couple of the Weki Meki music videos. I haven't seen them all, but most of it is very heavily based on like displaying the girls, making them look beautiful, making them look like
showcasing them.
Exactly, showcasing them. And that's not to say, oh yeah, no, it's just to put them on a pedestal. No, but it's to display the girls and their talents. And
I think the Crush was a music video that did kind of have a story.
Yeah.
But
no.
I mean, that was 2018. So.
But the music video is very much used to accompany the song for the Weki Meki's music videos, and that's totally fine, you know. It definitely displays the girls in a very beautiful light, and it, like, when it hits certain parts for each member, it definitely displays going, oh, this is who's singing this part, this is who's singing this part. It displays it very well. And I think that works very well for someone who is trying to get into Weki Meki, who is trying to, because it's been a different song, almost a different style, and everybody comes in at different places. So having them be able to display each girl and their talents, because their vocals are absolutely amazing for it in Weki Meki. So, yeah.
Man, yeah. Like, so for me, having just watched it prior to recording, I really did like it, and I think as I listen to it more, I'm gonna probably love it a lot more as we go on. So, you ready to move it on to our next one?
Sure.
I think so.
Bro, this next one is IU.
It is.
Oh,
IU Stand Nation.
With Island. I just listened to this prior to recording, but I can already tell you I love it. Like, this is so over the past few months, I've really noticed that I've started to become like really burnt out on trap, and starting to get burnt out on Girl Crush, because we just have a lot of that right now within K-pop. So with this having more of a kind of a light rock feel to it again, it's definitely, that's just yet another type of sound that I've been wanting to hear, that I didn't even know I wanted to hear, to be honest. So whoa, man. So, yeah, it's just such a trip. Nick, you saw my reaction, right? I think it was like the first 3 seconds.
Yep.
3 seconds in, I was like, I love it already.
Yep.
Did it even take 3 seconds? I felt like it only took a second.
Probably. You're probably not wrong. You know.
So a little bit of a backstory for this Into the Island. It's not a music video. It's a music video to help promote Big Hit's newest reality show called Island, and I guess it's supposed to help find the next like talent or boy group for Big Hit. I don't know too much about it, but the music video itself kind of shows all the talent. It shows the host, and then the CEO of Big Hit.
Yep.
So,
so Island it's an observation reality show, okay? And it follows the creation process of the next generation K-pop artists.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are CEOs doing to create the next groups? You know, what are idols seeing of the next group? You know? And that's why you see people like Block B member Zico, and you see Rain, who is going to be on the show.
Oh man.
That are on there, and this show has been in the works for a number of years, and from what I understand, they had to build that building just for this show. So
right.
And I mean, this is basically the show is created basically between Big Hit and CJE&M, and that's because they launched a joint company between the two, and that is called Belief Plus Lab.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is basically, and it will be shown on Mnet.
Okay.
So that is essentially the premise of the show. Auditions were held in March of 2019 in Seoul, the U.S., Japan. They have trainees from Taiwan, Vietnam, all over the place. So
right.
Definitely be interesting. And I mean, we have known for a long time that Big Hit was not short on trainees.
No.
They have a humongous pool.
Yeah. And so this is a great way to utilize their trainees.
All right. So, thank you for introducing that show, because I totally forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by the song. So, the song, it's a very pop song with light rock elements without the instrumentation of light rock.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love it. Nick, you probably got a lot more, because you've probably listened to this song earlier in the week than I have. I've only just picked it up before recording, so take me on a ride with this song.
So this song is they took basically what the Japanese do great, and they did a heroic sound. Okay, and yes. I mean that literally, no joke, when I say the Japanese do that the best. They seriously, they know how to take that heroic sound and morph it to whatever they want to do. So normally, when I say normally, I mean nothing about this song, but because it's a Big Hit. But normally, it's written in E major, and it has triads. Triads are 3 notes. That is, if you know the Do Mi Sol scale, it's Do Mi and Sol. And it just goes up and down the entire way. Do, mi, sol, mi, like do. So, but here, they use that sound without actually being. So they're not in E major. They're actually in C major. And then they do have those ascending triads, but they're more, I guess, relatively implied. Because they're not actually there. But between IU, the guitar, and all of that, it kind of makes that triad.
Yeah.
So it's very heroic, and it's great for the intro for Island, because that's exactly what they need.
Yeah, because it definitely feels like a kind of adventurous feel, right? So
the feelings it should invoke is adventure, but also determination and motivation.
Yes, because initially I was going to say like something like high spirits, but determination and inspiration is definitely motivation. Those are much better descriptors for the song. And it, for me, like, the song was a very uplifting experience because of those because of the imagery of the song. This definitely would make a great soundtrack song for, like, a Japanese series, TV series or anime series, or a video game.
In fact, I already pictured an anime in my head that it would go really good.
And in fact, you guys saw me, right? I was talking about how it kind of reminded me of a couple songs by Japanese band, rock band Flow. Because they have the same kind of imagery to their songs, or to those two songs from them.
And for those who don't know Flow, if you've watched Naruto, if you've played Tales of Zestiria or Tales of Bestiria, they've played songs for those series.
And again, it goes back to what Nick was saying earlier: heroic, adventurous, motivational. Like, I think that's definitely a sound that we've been kind of short on lately. I would say within the K-pop space. So
it very much provides like hope, and especially in a time like this. With all the, especially on this side of the world, with everything that's going on.
Oh man,
I think it very much is a needed song.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean the only group that really has pioneered this song recently and like made it part of their sound is a Tease.
Okay.
Because that's very much a Tease style. Is this like kind of most of their style is kind of this uplifting undertones or overtones depending on what the song concept and stuff. And then also for example, like very like epic songs, kind of like Dreamcatchers in the Frozen, stuff like that.
Yep.
And even Tension kind of had heroic undertones.
Back to kind of like with Dreamcatcher Scream, but that was more of a kind of like a epic grand adventure.
Right.
So but I think definitely this song is great because it's just kind of a switch up. You know, we've talked about before how we're high volume consumers, so any switch up is great for us.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it also reminds me of a song from Boku no Hero Academia. For those who don't know, it's an anime series, and that's the series I thought this song would go really good in, is Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia as for all the English speakers. It reminds me of the song Hero 2 from season 4. It is a very hyped up song. Wow. It's a very hyped up song that is very motivational and whatnot. So I think this song and that song would be very good. So just a little bit of extra musical songs to add to your list.
Yeah, and you know, just like what you were saying earlier, or with everything that's been going on in our part of the world lately, I think that's just yet another reason why this song just really hit me hard. Like, wow, you know, this is definitely the kind of song that I've really been craving. So, oh man, you need to get it in your life. So, all right, Nick, I know you're just dying to move it on to this next piece.
I might be dying a little bit.
You may have died when you first heard it. So,
I did. So this is, and I don't know if it's posted anywhere else, but this is Elas Swear. It currently has 10,000 views. It's a performance ND. If it's posted on their channel, then I didn't see it, but that might have more views, kind of like Nature's kind of situation.
Yeah.
But at the moment, from what I understand, this is the only place it was posted. It has 10,000 views. Make sure you go watch it, please. And have you seen the like to dislike ratio on this?
No,
I have not.
1.6k likes, or 1.2k likes, and 16 dislikes.
Oh wow,
that's nuts.
Yeah, like
But,
normally 3% is about average.
Yeah.
So that's like less than 1%.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So man, this song. What isn't great about the song? I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah, so in this song, it also has a bit of a dramatic flair to it. If I have, so this is another song that I only just listened to prior to recording, but correct me if I'm wrong. It feels like there's some kind of motifs, like some opera like motifs in the song.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, especially with the guy. So I don't know the members' names. The one with the red hair, especially at his parts with his lead-ins, vocal lead-ins. It definitely got me to thinking of something along the lines of like an opera, or something else that'll be dramatic. So.
Right. Yeah. So that is Baekgil. He is their lead vocalist.
And that would make sense. He's their lead vocalist.
Yep. So it looks. I don't know much about this group either. But
did they just debut like not that long ago?
They debuted. They actually debuted this month.
Yeah, because we thought they came up in our docket for last week's episode, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so that was their debut track, which was on the 9th.
Yep.
6/9/2020 is when they debuted. So, yep, and they're This is their company's also first group, so this is their company's trial run.
Right.
I think they're doing good.
I think their company's doing great
as far as like the sound and
entertainment
video. So I think they're doing good.
Yep. I think this company's definitely got a hit here.
Yeah, I think they just need more in the way of promotions, but they're a new company, so they don't have the kind of resources.
Right, nor the experience normally.
Yeah, or the connections, the industry connections.
Right, so. Definitely. So, I mean, this group has a lot of talent. First off, and also their producers are amazing. Yeah,
like the fact that you said that this is a rookie company as well, I'm really impressed. The quality here is actually really impressive, and their choreography to the music, I don't know, man. Like it's so well suited, like, for each other.
Yeah, the choreography it uses a lot of the choreography uses a lot of like the finesse that the song kind of invokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
even while they're going like really hard, it's weird.
Yeah, because they kind of blend some of that male ballet elegance.
It's like they're very elegant even while they're dancing in like water and like and that's really hard to do.
Like, well,
especially because water, dancing in water is a harsh kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. I just wanted to add, like, the elegance is, you can definitely see it when they're wearing the whole like white in the whole like white setting. And then when it switches to the black and the water, that's when the dance moves become more fiercer. They become more strong. Would be. It's not
right. Yeah.
Not the right word, but
they become more powerful.
Yeah, that's the word that I'm looking for. It's a much more powerful performance when they switch to different colors, almost like a yin yang kind of thing, and it helps to balance it out.
One thing I also liked is that normally when there's dance scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's not shown is the members get utterly soaked.
Oh yeah.
Because they're moving around in water splashing everywhere. Especially when you got a lot of members like that. When it's one person, usually they're not as soaked over the course of the dance.
Mm-hmm.
But usually what they'll do a lot of the time is they'll change outfits.
Yep.
Into like literally the same thing. Mm-hmm. So that way you don't know, but they're dry. And they'll dry their hair, so their hair's still fluffy and stuff like that. They didn't here. They were like, no, just go with it.
I think that's a great play.
I think it is as well, because as the song went on, you saw a progression.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As they got more and more so, because they're all splashing around and getting pelted.
Right. Well, what's different between like that and usual music videos and versus this one is that most of them are like filmed as a full-on music video, whereas this one is a performance version. Performance versions usually don't have the whole switching of clothes every so often. It's just going to go through the entire song.
Yep.
Right. I've also got to remind myself to watch this on an ultra-wide monitor at some point.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looks amazing.
Yeah. Filling up the whole screen. And, I forgot to mention too, like, their vocals. I love the way they transition between their vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, because it would sound weird. You would think that it would sound weird the way I described this, but like when you switch from like kind of an operatic lead-in, and then all of a sudden you have like a more pop style vocal delivery with one vocalist, and then next to the next one is like it's a rap delivery. Like you would think that they would conflict, but they don't. It's a very seamless transition.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, and I think part of that too, with the way they did those transitions, it kind of kept the it's kind of like a really like pulling on you type of feeling. Like it's carrying you through those the song in that. So for people like us who actively listen to the song, it's just like it felt like such an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Right. Yeah. I definitely really like this song, and I think definitely for like a second MV, because I would have already had one. This might be a third, but anyway, for basically being debuted like not even a month into debut, this group is doing really well.
Right.
And I mean, the production quality, it's obvious that the company has the funds to spend money on this group. Because if you know anything about business, you have to spend money to make money.
Exactly.
And I think definitely this company's committed. And that's really great.
That's something that is another thing that it's that kind of behind the scenes type of stuff that also kind of gets me attached to groups, like knowing that, you know, what the companies are doing, what they're trying to do, the level of commitment that they're showing through the groups. I love that. So I'm definitely gonna be checking out more on these guys, and I'm excited to see how they develop and grow.
So looking at how much time it is, should we do a choice or do we move on?
Let's see. I was gonna say, if you don't mind, if you wanna head on to like the last planned MV of the episode.
All right.
Yeah, we got some time.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Go for it. This is all you.
So
this is all you.
I mean, I'm the only one who did the reaction to it on our channel. So IZONE has had a comeback with Secret Story of the Swan. So that music video just released, I believe, Monday.
June 15th.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, June 16th actually, because originally it was
because it got delayed.
Yeah, it got delayed. Yeah. So originally it was supposed to release June 15th at 6 p.m. but it got delayed to June 16th at noon.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, that is in the US it's still released Monday either way. But yeah. So this song was kind of interesting, and it was a little bit harsher than, or more powerful than the other like IZONE songs that have been released
as of late, because it kind of is a throwback to their debut Lobby and Rose in terms of imagery and feel of the song, but they kind of crank it a bit more powerful.
Yeah.
Like, if you remember, the producers described Lobby and Rose as girl crush, which a lot of people, you know, wouldn't consider that to be girl crush because it's not hard enough. But that's how Lobby and Rose was billed as. And yeah, this song is definitely kind of takes it in a more harder direction.
Right.
Go ahead, go on.
So, you know, it's very much mixing a fairy tale element to that whole girl crush concept, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
So another thing too, that, and I think many people have seen this in the comments for the music video itself, or in forums, or on Twitter and whatever. There's also, like, because of the opening, there's also a lot of people bringing up Everglow. It was kind of like a very Everglow kind of feeling type of song.
Very WiiWa.
Same with the musical style, right? The musical accompaniment, the way it was done. Not saying like it's a complete ripoff of Everglow at all, but it kind of has a similar kind of feeling. Same general ballpark. So,
very similar formula too.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked up on that. So, Nick, will you kind of take us more into that then?
So, I'm very 50-50 on this song. I do like, as we talked about before, I like the very kind of toned down verses and the really hard drops. I like that a lot. I don't think there was solidly enough rap in this song. They had an 8-bar, and that was kind of pretty much it. I think a rap verse would have been a lot better. Because but I know they had, so it's hard, right? Because it's IZONE, they have to do a ballad, or they have to do like a not a ballad, a bridge, sorry.
Right.
So they have to do a bridge, right? And because they have a lot of vocalists, that works out really well. Problem is, this is a more harder song. Usually what you do for a bridge on a hard song is use a rap for a bridge.
Right.
But they're also kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place, because they need rap, they need a bridge, but the rap can't be the bridge. If that kind of makes sense. So what they've opted for is they opted for an 8-bar rap to say that there's rap in the song, and then went back to the kind of IZONE nature.
Right.
But I think there should have been a rap verse, something along those lines. I mean, we know that a number of IZONE members can rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minju's done a bit. Haewon's done a bit. Obviously, Yena. I mean, come on now.
She trained as a vocalist to become a rapper.
Yeah. So
and then, that's how some of them have been.
Yeah.
And then obviously, Chaeyoung can rap. She rapped in this song.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they have the rappers to do it. It's just they didn't do it. But on the other hand, I really like the instrumentation. I think they flowed effortlessly. It was mixed pretty well. So I'm very 50-50 on this song.
So, Aura, you said you had some questions about the musical aspects.
Yeah.
What you got?
So my question is, I noticed that Nako's part's kind of deeper than it usually is. Is it caused by, because when I'm listening to the performance version, I can tell that they kind of use a synth to try to make her vocals a little bit lower. But for the music video itself, I can't tell if she's using her chest voice or if they're synthing it so much that it's deeper.
So what they've done to Nako's voice is they've applied a filter.
Okay.
And that filter is basically a pitch filter.
Yep.
All you have to do is lower the pitch a little bit. It lowers her voice. What they're also doing is they've also taken her track, her vocal track, and basically they put an EQ on it. Okay, and this is the high end, this is the low end.
Okay.
And they've lowered the high end and raised the low end.
Okay.
And so what that does is it makes her voice blend or seem more like a Korean vocalist rather than a Japanese vocalist who's more trained in nasal pitch.
Okay. Because
and I think a lot of that comes from the fact that Koreans are not exactly very fond of that kind of pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that with Hitomi, her vocals were still fairly high for the song.
Yep.
But
so the reason they did it to Nako and not Hitomi is it's harder to do it to Hitomi. It's
her natural.
So ingrained. Yeah. But also Nako's, so aside from being easier, Nako has parts that transition that is more transitional vocals.
Okay.
And so if you do it to Nako's voice, then you can transition between the Korean vocalists a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, and I'm sure some of it as well is not mixing. It's Nako singing in an unnatural voice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that I noticed that the first time through as well.
So for myself, the musical, like the instrumentation, right? This musical style, it's not typically my favorite. Otherwise, like, I'd be a big fan of like Everglow, CLC, what other groups are that kind of does a similar sound. I'm not the biggest fan of those.
Right.
I would almost like the song a lot if it wasn't for the vocal mixing. So they mix the vocals as you would for a dance type of dance club type of song, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because in those type of songs, for a pure dance club type of songs, vocals aren't that important. So what's more important is the beat, right? The beat that you're dancing to, because you're not going to be, while you're dancing, you're not going to be paying attention to the vocals and what they're saying. So it's not that important. They mixed it like that for this, and they really for me, for my preference, they really over synthesize a lot of everybody's vocals, not just a lot of everybody.
Yeah.
It's especially noticeable at Chaewon and Eunbi's parts.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
And it just really blended their vocals into the music a bit too much for my taste. So it's just not my type of style. I could almost like it if they did more of a pop style vocal mixing. I think I'd like it a lot more if they just had just done that.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the music video itself until the second half, after the after they started showing the boat scenes and whatnot. But I will have to admit, my favorite scene is going to be Chaeyoung and dancing in the waters for that dance break.
That's literally what's pulled up on my computer right now. I was like, that's probably gonna be it.
yeah.
Like, it is so beautiful. And
you know, that reminds me of Eugene and Violetta.
Yes.
I really love that.
There's been a resurgence of like water dancing scenes lately, is what I've noticed as well.
Like in the Elast.
Yeah,
and Elast.
I will still say though, Violetta was still my favorite implementation because how they had Eugene silhouetted from earlier in the music video, you couldn't see her face, but you knew it was her.
Mm-hmm.
And then like later on when they did the reveal of who was actually dancing, like I loved that implementation because just it was a progression from the start of the music video to later on. So
right.
I'm definitely going to say that the dance has definitely become more improved. You can see how the members who weren't as so well versed in dancing, especially from the Produce series in the beginning of the Produce, like they've improved a lot, like immensely.
Yeah, my wife had been saying the same thing too, as like they've been releasing more and more music videos since Lobby and Rose. So, Nick, you also said you had some questions about the video itself, right?
No, that was for another video that we weren't talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was for Stray Kids.
Man, we had like 20.
20 choices.
Videos.
So, yeah. So
and that's not even all the releases either.
Right. So before this gets any longer, should we move on to our music videos of the week?
Do we have to pick one?
Yes, you have to pick one.
Do we have to pick one?
Yes, you
only
have to
one?
pick one.
Yeah.
Yes, one.
Like for real, only one?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just buying myself time to pick one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of said this before. So, basically, these guys gave me a choice. We could talk about Stray Kids or we could talk about Elast, right? And that they gave me the ultimatum, and that was really tough. But anyway, and I picked Elast over Stray Kids. Now, if you know me, you know Stray Kids is like one of my top 5 groups.
Hey.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
So my MV of the week is Elast, Swear.
Alright, what you got?
Mine... There's so many music videos. Okay, so we didn't talk about this one. Is Stray Kids, God's Menu.
Wow.
It's so well done. And
Right on.
the cuts were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The cuts were absolutely stunningly amazing.
Alright, Jihoon.
So, I am torn between Girls and Island.
And IU, yeah, I figured.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say IU with Island, like, because that is just exactly the type of song that I've been needing, really, like seriously. And I mean, both Nature Girls and IU Island is gonna be added to my repeat list anyway. So, along with Hyunsang with the Nostalgia.
Same, that was my second choice.
Oh man.
Weki Meki's OOPSY
right.
is also another good one. So
yeah, that one I need to go back and do another re-listen to because I know I had a very positive reaction to it.
So basically,
we need to move it on.
Should we just list off a bunch of music videos that we just didn't talk about?
Man. You know what? I'll do what we did before, and we'll just add it to the description of the music video because that's just a lot.
Definitely go check everything out.
That's a humongous list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick shots.
Alright.
It is a huge list. So, we didn't talk about this, but Twice has released the Japanese music video on Thursday. Or wherever in the country world they released it. And it is called Fanfare. And I did do a reaction. YouTube would not let me upload it, so there's that. But yeah, no, I liked it. It probably be pretty high up there for this week for me. But Stray Kids kind of, had to up it with a few choices that they did. Brass instruments. I just love the brass instruments.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's mine. For
All right.
Or I kind of mentioned mine, but Stray Kids released God's Menu. Definitely go check that out. It's a very interesting concept. It is exactly what you think it is. And definitely a great MV nonetheless. Make sure you go check that out.
especially if you're a foodie.
Like me, I absolutely love food. So.
Yeah, we even have a channel for where we just post pictures of food. Okay, so
Yes.
All right.
All right. So, Baekhyun, you may remember her as a part of JYP's label. She recently left them, signed with Eden Entertainment, and this is her first release with her new label called Looking for Love. And this is a very R&B, jazz, little bit of elements of funk to it, and it is exactly kind of the happy, fluffy feeling that we've been wanting for a love song, not unlike the darker imagery of Nature's Girls for talking about love. So,
Yeah.
still both really good, by the way.
still, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Nature's Girls. I mean, like I said, I almost picked that for my MV of the week. But Baekhyun, Looking for Love, check it out. So, back to you, Nick.
All right, a bit of sad news. Top Secret, if you don't know who they are, they've been a boy group for a little while now. They go commonly by the name of TST. One of their members, Johan, has passed away at 28 years old. The news broke on June 16th, and the cause of death has not been revealed. It's apparent that they probably won't specify the cause of death due to family not wanting it to be revealed.
Yep. Respecting their privacy.
And so we were respecting their privacy. He first debuted in 2015 with the group Nam. After Nam's disbandment, he returned in 2017 with the boy group Top Secret. And they had just released a single album in January called Countdown. Make sure you go watch that. It's actually kind of a bop. So definitely our condolences definitely go out to his family, friends, and the fans of the group.
Yeah,
as always. And you know, there really is no great way for us to transition away from that. So we're just gonna have to just move it on to our next piece with Aura.
So Cards BM has released some merch called BTG. For those who don't know what it stands for, it's the Big Titty Gang. And the proceeds from the purchases for that brand, BTG goes towards breast cancer research.
Yep.
So it's going for a good cause. And in less than half a day, almost less than a fourth of a day after release, it already sold out. It was a limited supply.
But by the way, when they say Big Titty Gang, they're not talking about the sexualization of female anatomy. They're talking about men pecs, like man pecs.
Yeah.
Like,
man
working out. Yeah.
Man chesticles.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, and he even said it's inspired by people who have gone through, as he says, as a representative of the Big Titty Committee, it was he felt like he should do this for the fans, especially the ones who have come up to him and talked about, when he talked about breast cancer and how it's affected people. So, and they did raise $8,000, and because of how fast it went, they are planning to. It was originally supposed to be a limited release, and he didn't think it'd be going by this fast.
So they're gonna have a second run.
They're gonna have a second run, add 2 more colors. I myself did buy one of the jerseys.
You gotta wear it on the episode when it shows up.
Maybe. I might do it for the next release, or for
He's gonna frame it.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I may buy a second one actually. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so if you don't know, Aura's been trying to join the Big Titty Gang.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's been working on it. He's trying to get there.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you
work out all the
why don't
time.
you go ahead and comment? Let us know how well you think he's doing.
Not very well.
Definitely drop it.
I'm not doing very well.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right. Next is some IZONE news. IZONE's Wonder Diary sets the highest first week sales ever for a girl group in Ontario, with 356,901 copies. That beats Bloom Eyes, which did 356,313 copies. So, and top 5 currently is literally just IZONE and Twice.
Yep.
IZONE holding the top 2 spots, Twice holding the bottom 3 spots with More and More, Feel Special, and Fancy You.
And for this year, there's only been one girl group to exceed 300,000 copies sold for an album, twice, and that is IZONE.
Yep. So, that is amazing, and congrats to them. Last thing on our list here today is Road to Kingdom. If you've been following, then you already know this news, but somebody had to win, right?
Yep.
Road to Kingdom is now over, and that winning group will be heading to Kingdom. If you don't know what Road to Kingdom is, it was a survival show that featured the boys, ONEUS, ONF, Pentagon, and Very Very. It was based off of Queendom, which was the girl group version. A lot of people were very much expecting Pentagon or ONEUS to win, as they are much more established groups. The winner of Road to Kingdom was the boys.
I was not expecting that. So
they revealed that before the finale, before the live finale, the rankings of the 5 groups, and the order was the boys, ONF, Pentagon, ONEUS, and then Very Very at 5th. So definitely congrats to the boys and hopefully they get to head to Kingdom and dominate there too.
Oh, can I say one more thing for our thing before we end it off?
What's up?
Congrats to Nine Muses Unji, who just had her baby on June 15th. So yeah, congrats to former Nine Muses member and her family.
Yep.
Always nice to see like idols growing up like that.
Right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. I'll take it out of here. Thank you for watching. This has been Alistair Nation. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Click that bell icon if you want to see when we upload in the future. We have a Discord. Make sure you go follow, or make sure you join that. We interact there all the time. We have a Twitter. Make sure you go follow that one. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.